Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Server92 here. In today's video, I'll be showcasing my Despia that I took national at North Carolina and Raleigh recently within a couple of days. Unfortunately, I didn't do too well. I dropped round 5. I'll tell you guys the story afterwards. But yeah, it is 60 card pile. And before getting to the video, I would like to give a huge shout out to Daniel Dong. I think that's his last name, I'm not quite sure. If I do mispronounce, I apologize. He's the one who helped me theory, been testing and talking discussion within the format because I don't really play as much. Plus I was probably going to talk about that in the next vlog video or story time throughout my life if you guys are curious. But yeah, and second shout outs give to my friend Charles. He's one of my friends that I met through online through a Discord server. I think the Dual Realm or something like that. I don't know, but he's the one who helped me, and he was actually right about Pearly do represent for national. So thanks for him. Also play test, discussion, and going through other decks as well. But yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna be talking about the main deck, the extra deck, and side deck. Okay, so 60 cards. Yeah, let's get started. Okay, so you got 3 Aliber. This is the Heart and Soul. You search your opening, you get your Ren Fusion. You can search anything that is named branded that are as well as a trap. 3 Fallen Albas. This card's the Heart and Soul. A really good card. I don't think 2 is necessary. 2 is necessary, but I think 3 you have to play because cashiers do a deck. So yeah, try to shuffle that as fast as possible, and it's really good sometimes drawing as well, or special summon through one of your extra deck monster. 3 Kid, I know people don't like this card. I personally don't like this one, but it's really good for OTK and also good for certain Brand Fusion. You want to see Brand Fusion or Brand Loss as fast as possible and get the deck rolling, you know. 3 Tragedy, I personally don't like playing 3, maybe 1 or 2. My friend Daniel would say, bro, you have to play this, so I listened to him and I've been testing it. It was actually really good. I played the Alert Darkness package, so that's why get the deck rolling and see Aliber fast as possible. And not that many people playing Drone Lockbird, so it's really good. Mainly people playing the side deck, but it's like, kind of like a 50-50. So yeah, it's really good. Search your Aliber and Adlib. And I mentioned about Adlib, I played 2 copies of Adlib. Really good. There's time that like when you have Alert Darkness, you banish this and then you need another one. Really good for making a wonderful cool play with Mirror J with a Chimera, or Draco's Ophelia with a Mirror J, and something like that. So it's actually pretty cool. And then 3 Ember Chain. Yes, I said 3 Ember Chains. Really good. I'm playing the Patchwork Engine. I want to have more card advantage than my opponent. I want the polymerization goes off like explosive, like full gas, and yeah, make Chimera really can be targeted too. So if you think about it, a lot of the format been target Cashier, Fenrir targets, the for hire deck targets, the Runics, Labyrinth, like so much, and Aaron overhyped the for hire runic decks in general, so that's like literally free win. So yeah, and then Dark Magician and 1 Lebellion. My friend Daniel did not play the Dark Magician because he didn't like it. I personally like it because I like Dragoon for go for burn. You can go for Mastery too. And 1 Lebellion. You don't need Sarnier. You could, but I'll show you guys the spicy tech. Yeah, and these help push for massive damage and explosive. And then for the hand traps, 3 Mercurier. Usually people play 1, 2. My friend Daniel said, bro, you have to play this. This card is actually insane. You have Alert Darkness, or somehow you make it banish it, and then you get Albion the Shrouded Dragon, and then you send a sword, and then you activate sword. You grab this, and you feel super safe as well. Is a really good card, and there's time it can be like very awkward. You have 2 in the hand, so the reason is that you can use 2 effects. You can use the hand trap and the banish effect, just in case not that many people know about that. Standard 3. Oh, oops. 3 Ash, 3 Nibiru, Super standard. I know people cut out Ash. I think Ash is necessary in the main deck against the mirror match, and like there's going to be time you can like stop some choke points as well. So it's a bit iffy. I really like it because you know what deck you're playing against. Sometimes you hit that, it's like a turn skip mainly. And then Nibiru, I do love Nibiru. Some people does not respect this card, so you have to play in. It's a really good card, major blowout card. And then one last monster, it's gonna be Albion the Shrouded Dragon. Really good card. Send your sword, send opening. And also you can send Fallen Albas too. Not that many people know about that. I didn't know about that until 1 week prior for the event, so it's actually pretty cool. Okay, so that's all the monster lined up. And then now for the spells, 2 brand red. 1 is okay, but I really like 2. Just make a very explosive play for Chimera, Jiggles up Paley on your opponent's turn. Very strong. 3 brand loss. So this is the reason why my friend told me this card is broken. If this card is up on the field and you have brand fusion, your opponent literally cannot respond like at all. If they have a card that negate effect, not negate activation, it's like just like Ash. And guess what? If you get rid of this one, guess what? I have 2 more. It's pretty good. And yeah, you basically players, cashier, they want to get rid of this card. If they don't, they are gonna lose because so much advantage and just like so much shenanigans, so much like further than your opponent. 3 opening, self-explanatory. Just get your Albero Alip. 3 brand fusion, staple. And let me know what you guys think that brand fusion. That I heard it's getting ultimate rare. I believe that's as rumors so far. Then 3 oops. Can't find it. Okay. Okay, 3 crossout. Me and Daniel, we were debating about it. I actually personally like it. There's time I lose hand trap. I can't rely on the poly engine, but yeah. So he put in his side deck. It's a little bit different. But I personally like this one. I just want to feel super safe. I know it's a 60 card bias. Sometimes you draw. If not, it is what it is. But every time when I play 60 card, as the time being, it somehow gave me, like people just gave me this card. So yeah, it's actually pretty good. And it's good against the mirror match too. 3 farmization. Make your Chimera play, make Master Raid. You make some pretty cool play, and then you just like plus off. And you can still make a Mirror Jade if you have the right card, like the Fallen Albas. 3 Alert Darkness, draw power, 3 Patchwork, Surge your Ember Chain and Poly, and then you just do your one more combo, Fusion. When Harpy Feather Duster, I do respect Labyrinth. I don't want to play against that matchup, but I'm not afraid of that matchup because if you draw it, it's insane. It's good against Cashier. You get rid of the Bird and the field spell. Now you have to worry about the Rise Heart or the Fenrir on the field. Yeah. 1 Call by the Grave for any hand traps, just in case. The one of plus it's so good. 1 goes to Carficus. Shout out to my friend Anthony who told me to play this card. Oh, and shout out to Anthony as well for letting me borrow cards. Some of the Despia card that I don't have. But yeah, this card's really good. I was thinking about playing Foolish, but the main line for this, you send out Mercurier, grab the Albion Shrouded Dragon, or the Tragedy play. I mainly go for the Mercurier because usually you send off Brand Fusion of Tragedy and Fallen Albas. Then for our Board Breaker card, 3 Dark Ruler, no more. This card is really good. You have to play it. If you're not playing, I don't know what to say because you cannot rely on winning dice roll. So it's really good. You break their board and then now you get to play on their turn as well. And then the final card, 2 cards, Friend Sword and Impermanent. Impermanent for just the Crossroad Detonator, and Brand Sword is for just mainly for just banish, grab Mercurier, or not just that, you grab Fallen Albas. That's pretty cool. And sometimes it rarely happens, but You set this card, you can banish the branded card, different names, and become a token. So you get some free monsters. Sometimes you can go for OTK line too, if that actually happens. That rarely happens, but it can come up, or just like a mini shield, shields just in case you control the tempo for like stall turn if possible. Now for Dexter Dash, to Albion, to Mirror Jade, to Lebellion. I really like Lebellion. Shout out to my friend Daniel, told me the ratio of it, because Imperm is a real card, Ghost Mourner is a real card. But yeah, I'd rather have that consistency, just like re-loop use over and over again. So yeah, it's a really good card. 2-card Chimera, really good for the Patchwork engine. It's really good against the Runics too, and the Labyrinth, because especially I don't like Labyrinth. And yeah, and then Daniel told me to play at least 2. He did play 3. I didn't like 3. 2, I think 2 will be it's okay. But the third replacement, I played Dragoon. I like the burn card. I like Omnigate. He's hard to run over. Once he's negate, he becomes 4,000. So yeah. 1 Fortis, Mega Ring 0, so it's 120. 1 Rindrum, outs the Rise Heart. 1 Draco Sopilia, really good against the mirror match. Anything else? I learned that if you use this one on sprites, you can make their monster level 1, and then they have to hard draw to start. If they don't, literally they just like a turn skip. This is really good against Cashiera too. You make that one of them level 1, they have to hard draw birth. If they don't draw, they just literally pass turn, because you cannot go for an XYZ for a level 1, and 1 and 7 is a different story, you know? And then 1 Sword Venom, really good, just in case for Dark Monster. And Glory Dragon, really good. Still, literally the same effect. The guy with the column, I don't know, sorry, I can't think of the top of my head. I mainly send this off Mirror Jade, sometimes just in case if I don't have my courier in hand. So I feel super safe. And then secondary effect, not that many people know. You can actually special summon a Fallen Albast on your end phase, so you can literally, if that summon the Fallen Albast effect, discard, fuse, you can make a Mirror Jade if effect resolve. It's actually pretty cool. I actually did that one of the national during the round, so it's actually pretty cool. And 1 Mastery for just in time, or just basically put them in the awkward position. And yeah, I actually really like this card. Really annoying card, but you have to play, you know. And the idea of this deck is, if my opponent does not destroy me, I literally destroy them next turn. So yeah, so they better have it. And then now for the side deck, 3 Drone Lockbird, staple, try cover as many matchup as much as possible, because there's like 10 plus 15 decks that's running around. Then 3 Ghost Orc. I don't know if I like this card. This card's okay. I will probably change something else. I don't know. I would change anything else besides this one, but you guys let me know in the comments what would you guys replace. This card is okay, mediocre. And then 3 Kaiju. I'm so happy I changed this last minute. This card was supposed to be Deck Company 1, but this is 60 cards. I just wanted outs to Pearly, the Noir, the big tower guy. So there were no way outs to win. And yeah, if I draw, it's good against the Cashiera matchup. You distribute the Rise Heart if you can draw into it. But yeah, this card's really good. And 3 Twin Twister. Daniel told me to play this. Literally, this is his whole list. Only difference that I put Cross Out, Call By, and Imperm. That 5 or 6 card. So Twin Twister is really good against Runics deck. Good against Trap Trick. Any board break. Any back row removal. Like Labyrinth, the furniture is really good. Some people complain, oh, like Eradicator, and then that. So it's 2 card combo. You need Eradicator and then a Monster Trap, and then like they have a 2 or 3 back row. If you draw a Twin Twister, you activate this, you change to their Eradicator, you pop in 2 more cards, so that's 4 cards. So in total. And if that card, that 1 back row, or that 1 card in hand, that card is not real, then literally, if you have a monster that has such a spell, you're literally winning. Because like Radicator, they can do whatever they want. Chain Twin Twister, pop 2 more. And then you have a monster that search into Brand Fusion. There you go. Free win, you know. And then 3 evenly match, just for breaker. Almost good against every deck. Self-explanatory. Yeah, that is the list. 15 side, 15 extra deck, 60 cards main deck. But yeah, I'll give you guys a tournament report real quick. So round 1 I played against Dinosaur 2-0 game 1. I had 3 Fallen Albas, 1 Allure, 1 Brand Opening. I just do full combo. I just make the back in the day old school with the Brand Red, and then Embor with Dragosophilia or a Chimera with Mary Jane. Yeah, and then he just Dark Ruler, Dark Hole me. I just use Open and Protects one of my fusion, and then from there, yeah, he had Pinker's Top, but it wasn't enough. I had like so much recursion. I had Albion for next turn on end phase and Glory Dragon as well. So my opponent like couldn't deal with it. So much pluses happening since my opponent cannot destroy me. So basically next turn I literally destroy him. And then game 2 he let me go first, so I was actually surprised about that. So from there I had Ash. I used Ash on the pill, the one that spell card, and then occur negate one of the dinosaur that's unaffected you discarded. I stopped that because I don't want that card resolve. And then from there I just literally had so much card. I had like maybe like 5 or 6 cards on my opponent's turn. Yeah, the thing I like about this deck, it's like very simple, nothing like too difficult. I know people say, oh, why you're not playing the Gaming Club, why you're not playing Bestials, why you're not playing the Cartesia build. I have the cards, but I don't like it. So the reason why you burn out so many cards, you have like 1 or 2 cards that you use your hand just get to Brand Fusion. I understand the logic. You could do some really cool play, like no hates on that. But the downside about that is that if they break your board, like Nibiru, you don't have a courier, or like break your whole board, like evenly match, or something like that, somehow able to break your board 1 by 1. Those 2 cards, 1 card in your hand won't be enough. Even you top deck something won't be good enough as well. So that's why I'd rather have the patchwork, try to like keep the grind game going, you know. Keep it rolling, and yeah, this deck literally brain dead. You just literally every turn make a Dragosophilia or a Chimera on your opponent's turn, gets only plus, and yeah, you just basically try to destroy them next turn as fast as possible and keep the grind game going. Round 2 I played against a Dragon Link player. I'm not familiar. I am familiar to the deck a little bit, but not as much. This is actually one of my hardest matchups. I played against a guy, Electric Gaming, some guy named Sebastian. I don't know who he was until I searched him up. I think I played against him on DB back in the day. But anyways, game 1 he brought up so many Omni. I couldn't deal with it. Maybe I kind of did misplay, but I'm not quite sure. But I think he just ashed my Brand Fusion. Yeah, I don't know if I should have made a cordless play, but I feel like it wasn't good enough. Game 2, I do my full combo, and then he was under Drone Lockburn, and yeah, he just literally OTK'd me under Drone, so I can't do anything. He's a crazy guy, crazy good guy. Round 3, I play against Trap Tricks. I won game 1. He shifted me under Brand Fusion. I just made Dragoon. I couldn't make Dragosophilia. Dragosophilia is really good, but I just want to do something different. Maybe it was Cash or Flunder, so I just summoned Dragoon, negate, and then he just summoned a bunch of back rows, and then I just draw. I think I had Lost on hand or Field, I don't remember. Then bring the fusion, that resolve, and then yeah, just basically eat up his back row part, break by board. And then game 2, I lost, I misplay. He had the trap card that burned me for 2,000, so I shouldn't use the effect, but like play beatdown with no effect. That was my end, but can't do anything. Then game 3, I just summoned a wonderful, what's that guy? Cordis. Basically makes monster weak. Then just use all my fusion attacks since they just got protected by battle, 1 per battle. So yeah, it was good. And round 4, play against Kashira at OTK. Game 2, he OT gave me. I kind of did misplay a little bit. I'm not quite sure that misplay could have changed much, but I'm not quite sure. Game 3, oh my gosh, guys. I literally thought I had the game in the bag, like about 99% of it. So I had Masquerade. He was under drone lockburn, and I had a Dragoon on the field. We were 1 minute clock. He activated Desire, managed 10, draw 2. I misplayed, should have changed drone lockbird, but changed drone lockbird after when he had to planet grab unicorn. So that was 2 cards, so that was 16. And then he somehow activate. Oh yeah. He activated the triple attack talents, calling effect of tick. So I used Dragoon negate. I said, okay, there's no way winning this 30 seconds in the clock. This game gonna seal the game because of burn, and yeah. And then from there, he activated triple attack talents again. I say, yo, that's crazy because negate activation. So the Dragoon. Use the Dragoon pop. I didn't know, so I called a judge. I thought Dragoon prior say that, like, if you summon Dragoon on a turn it summon, it burn. That's what I thought, but I guess it's not worked how it is. I guess it worked 2 different ways. So yeah, that was my fault for not knowing about that. My opponent has insane RNG. I give credit to whatever his name is. I don't know. And then the next round 5, I lost to the mirror match. He played the Bistio, Despia with Gimmick Puppet. Game 1, he Gimmick Puppet me. I scoop. I didn't want to review the deck. Game 2, I just had control. I had Ash, Stop, Brain Infusion. He some phone Outfast, using effect. I can cross on the gate, and then yeah, literally won from there. And then game 3.